how good was Channel 10's Smash Hits then? Alrighty guys, so we're up for the big one at UOW Jubilee Oval. Just talking about a couple of film clips we used to knock the top off. Too. Hit Me Baby One More Time.
Wow.
Dirty. Even Genie in a Bottle.
And one that was actually a decent song as well. Smack My Bitch Up, Prodigy.
Oh, that's a great
film
one.
clip for that.
Yeah, wasn't it?
I was pleasantly surprised when I discovered that film clip.
Yeah, it's like, what is it, Girls on Video or whatever by...
Oh, Girls on Film, wow.
Girls on Film, that's it. Yeah, there you go. Wasn't that a great film
another
clip
one I was
too?
like, wow, they made film clips like this?
Yeah, apparently they did. So Biguns Eagles.
And then how you like,
I'm telling you, it made rage. To be fair, it was probably more Channel 10. Like Rage, I used to love Rage. Video hits, yes.
Yeah.
Great job. So Biguns Eagles about to start us off with DCE, and I hear you've got a bit of news hot off the press on DCE, mate.
Yeah, well, look, this ties into the Preckled Fenis team. So you'll notice that Joey Leilua has actually been dropped from the side, not just put to the bench, dropped from the side. Now, this is over the pay dispute at the moment. The Joey Leilua refusing to take a pay cut in spite of this COVID-19, following Daly Cherry Evans' lead. Now, Daly Cherry Evans was kicked out of talks with the RLPA recently this week, and yeah, Joey Leilua has taken it a step further and said, no, I refuse to take a pay cut. I will violate a goat and get my money. At that point, Preckled Fenis management decided, you don't need to take the field this week. We'll pay you for every game you play. So, yeah, taking a stand.
Violating a goat. I mean...
I don't know where that comes from. Like, at what point do you go, you know what?
George DeFilla's gone through. Oh, he's pulled down on the 40, sorry. Yep.
You know, like, how does that ever seem like a good idea?
Well, I'll tell you what, Preckled Fenis won't want to cut him because the Bulldogs will jump on that quick smart.
Goats. Don't care about the back goats, mate.
I'm telling you, they have the what can you do sexually bingo that's going to get you in a lot of trouble. They've ticked off a gang rape, they've ticked off school children. Why wouldn't you add the goat to their bingo card?
Okay, well, when you put it that way, bestiality, that needs to be on there.
That's what I mean. Like, I mean, and I just want to make it clear, that was the Canterbury Bulldogs bingo card, not Frankie's search history, just in case you were wondering, guys. But yes, alright, so that's some outstanding news. It looks like although DCE was kicked out, he's still retained his spot for the Biguns Eagles. I think that goes to show...
Now, I think it shows one of two things. One, the importance of not violating goats. Two, the softness of Biguns Eagles CEO.
Oh, absolutely, mate.
Not willing to make an example of shitheads.
I mean, to be fair to myself, I'm shit out of options if I was to cut him. I mean, I don't know if Lachlan Burr can play halfback very well. Or fullback for that matter. I could bring Cody Nikorima into the half, but I'd then need a fullback, which I'm severely lacking as well. Tell you what...
You could put your own music fullback. Right?
Oh, I could, but I didn't draft him.
You did.
No, I did. And I got Kotrick for the wing. I'll tell you what, you've thrown a massive sledge out to Farabarras about Swiss cheese defence. And... probably gone a little early, mate. Maybe wait till after your Preckled Fenis game. Yeah. I mean, it hasn't led to points yet. Let's be honest.
Let's be honest, probably won't.
Probably won't.
Against,
I mean, Dale Finucane just took our last...
We're not defending with our wingers back for the whole game. Like, just play with 10 in the front line. That's all we need. It's Biguns Eagles.
Well, you can say that, but Georgie Tafua ran around King Gutho, and we all know what happened last time when King Gutho wasn't able to make a tackle.
I just saw King Gutho make Dale Finucane look like a retard, so...
Right. Dale Finucane made himself look like a retard, taking the 5th tackle kick, so... Didn't need a lot of help from King Gutho.
And missed.
Yes, he did. He did indeed. I did notice he got back in the defensive line a bit late.
Possible concussion.
Possible. I must admit, I'm pretty happy with our defence. You haven't really crossed our 40-metre mark, have you?
Well, I think this is our second set of the ball. I thought we were about to kick a field goal. What the hell was that sort of defence again?
Can't do that from 70 metres out.
Sorry, 40-20 I meant to say.
Yeah, I was going to say. You're a bit far out from a field goal, mate.
Okay, now I know why you're talking about Eastern Masters.
Yeah. So,
I don't know what's going on here with the defence of Fenis. I think, look, Preckled Fenis have had a big weekend doing all this work, and I think
what the fuck was that?
The exhaustion's catching up with them.
Isn't it? Well, the rest of us can't come around and help you clean out your yard. It looks like the Preckled Fenis boys have come around. And they're just tired.
Who did the ankle tap there?
I know, wasn't that lucky?
Kurtman was off. There was no one in front of him.
Not at all. Alright, so we have got a viewer on the air that's just joined us. So.
Nice of you to join us.
Yeah, hopefully it's you, Frankie. As I said, mate, we are on standby for if anything happens to you during isolation time to wipe your internet history clear.
Yep.
We got your back, brother,
don't we? Make sure you
leave
us your password, your credit card, your bank account details, and any cash.
Look, we'll deal with online, Frankie, but you have to get rid of the stack of tissues yourself. All right?
Yes, definitely. Look, just fire and lots of it. Okay, Frank?
Yeah. So just keep an eye out at Ingleburn later on tonight, just in case there is a big fire. We now know who set that one off.
Bonfire.
And girls, steer well clear of it because you know that stuff could get into the air. You could breathe it in, and in 9 months you could be popping out a little Frankie.
Getting impregnated from the air. Just in baby.
So 35 minutes in, we're still 0-all. Hold on, we've gone for a kick to the post. They have, actually. Biguns Eagles have been on top in this game. It's a shame they're not taking a lead into half-time. But in saying that, story of their bloody season, really.
Yeah. How good a take was that from Gutho? Don't worry about a crossbar, just get up and take it, son.
Oh, tell me your heart didn't stop, though. You haven't had the best of luck when a bomb's been booted toward the post.
That is correct.
Good job. Oh, take the kick at goal here, DCE.
What the hell? What happened here?
He's thrown an intercept. Then they've held Dale Finucane down. Bit of a time-wasting measure, I think. Now, what I would do in this situation is throw it straight to the middle of the field and give Cody Walker or DCE an opportunity at a field goal.
Hey, mate, you were just talking about taking a shot at goal, 52 metres out.
Mate, have a crack.
Yeah, definitely should have. 52-metre goal, thanks.
Well, now we're going into half-time 0-all. Have a crack. If it goes over, we go in 2-0 up. Doesn't go over, well, we're in the same position we're in right now anyway. So,
except Gutho probably gets the ball and runs the lane.
Yeah, because no, actually, we haven't seen that in any other game so far. So it's probably not something I'd expect would happen.
Well, it means we're due.
Now, if it was Joey Leilua, on the other hand, there was every chance he would have, but he's not playing because he's too busy out banging a goat on top of the mountain in the back there. You can see it on the landscape view there.
Yep. just there on top of the hill. Joe, you're a bad boy.
See, it's heaps more fun when there's a bit of banter to go either way. Boring as shit.
So here's the half where it all happens. Biguns Eagles fall to shit, and Preckled Fenis get the, is it 4th win of the season?
It probably would be, actually, yeah. It'll push you up into the top 3 if you do happen to get this win. But as we know, Tiger Power got their first win of the season, so really anything could happen this round.
Yeah, that's true. Miracles have been proven.
Yeah,
maybe you took the pseudo cream to the Eagles.
Maybe I did. We're going to have a bit of a longer barbecue sessions in our next one. because Paulie and I are going to sim around. I mean, let's be honest, not everybody particularly watches the whole game and listens to our bullshit talk anyway. They're only interested in the results, so we're going to give the people what they want, and we're going to sim around in our next barbecue sessions.
And by people what they want, we mean give us a little less pressure to come up with shit to talk about.
Well, yeah, and I mean, like, let's be honest, it's tiring. I didn't do it yesterday. I spent some time with the family. Got to look sideways. However, this little escapade of ours of calling the Dominato Cup 2020 during the NRL shutdown has scored me a new PlayStation headset, which I'm overly stoked about because it was a $200 one, not one I would buy normally. Well, mainly because my wife works at home and she's going to claim it on tax.
She was until you broadcast this live.
Yeah, come at us, text man. Go on, run at me. See how that works for you. Actually, much like in Game 1 when I called Darius Boyd out to run straight at me. He's a loser. And they've thrown an intercept for the first try, have they? Oh, man, no sleep. I genuinely wasn't even going to bring you Super Saturday on Sunday because of it. And I'm especially not now that... Oh, no, we flipped you on your back. Thank Christ. Josh Papali under the posts has been flipped on his back. It's gone up as no try. It'll stay as no try.
I can't believe how far behind my delay is in this one.
I know, actually. It hasn't been this far back before, has it? No.
Now I'm just seeing the...
Flip him on his back too. Good.
No try. Okay.
No try. Get off the line, boys.
Hopefully we're all good here. Oh, here we go. Crash over.
First 3 steps. Flip him on his back. He's on his back as well. Oh, Biguns Eagles.
Jeez.
Defending like their life.
Fenis spending more time on the back than Darius Boyd, by the sounds of things.
Yeah, mate. Absolutely. But not as much time as apparently Joey Leilua has been. Or, more importantly, the poor goat.
The poor goat.
The poor goat. Oh, they're not going to score off that shit play, are they? No, they're not. What a great set of 6 by Biguns Eagles. Hopefully it hasn't taken it out of them for the end of the game, but they held Preckled Fenis out very well there. Good job.
Yeah, but you know what? This is the first time Preckled Fenis have actually been inside the 20, and didn't they ask some questions of the Eagles?
They did, but they didn't answer any.
Turn the ball over here, otherwise I think they're done.
No, you're right there, actually. But you did ask plenty of questions, you just didn't answer any of them.
Well, no, if you ask the questions, you don't do the answering, mate.
Oh, right, fair enough. Well, in that case, you asked plenty of questions and
giving statements.
You asked the questions and Biguns Eagles answered every one of them.
That's it.
Oh, and there's a bit of... Oh, no, make the tackle!
Has Gutho just gone all the way?
No, Martini Selesniak was... Oh, he's been dropped! And the Preckled Fenis have given the ball to the Eagles. 15 out from the line. Bronson Cherry steps Peter Hiku. What a good choice that was.
Joey Leilua is going to be reinstated.
Forward pass! Fuck off! Done. Not playing this shit anymore.
Sorry, Scoop, what just happened? Oh, wait, hang on. I think I'm getting the replay now.
Get
what
fucked.
A dickhead. And look at him fighting to get the ball down, too.
I know.
I think he got that.
Fucking shit.
Eagles got robbed.
You know what I always love is when a team has a bit of controversy and they always write on the Facebook page, such and such got robbed. Always like replying with, oh, is Rob okay? Is he going to survive? Let Rob know we're thinking of him.
Yeah, where did that all start? Like,
oh, I don't know.
Why would you go with it? Got robbed.
Like, straight up, it was a Virat Kohli fan who's dead set throwing it up there one day because...
Cole?
No, oh, well, yeah, it was probably Cole. Because, you know, pronunciation and English isn't his best suit.
Yeah.
And ever since, it's just grown legs and run.
How about Preckled Fenis throwing the ball around there?
Yeah, not afraid, are they?
That's a nice little play. Alright, got a kick to the post. Oh, why am I even bothering commentating on the game? 4.5 minutes behind.
Yeah, you didn't kick a field goal. You should have.
I'm just saying put it up near the post. It's not out wide. We haven't got a very good history.
Forward pass again! Fuck off! I'm not watching this shit anymore.
This is the time where Preckled Fenis score. I told you, the next time Eagles turn the ball over inside their half, look out. Too much indecisiveness. Eagles just cannot handle all the pressure that Preckled Fenis are mounting on them. Yes, that's
not
right,
even
Frankie,
watching it. Not even listening to you either. You can get fucked. Didn't even want to do this. I've only been doing it because, you know, I set out at the start of the year and I've got a good work ethic and will complete what I started. But, legit.
Well, my screen went blank. Did you actually stop broadcasting, or?
No, I didn't. No, I'm not that much of a loser that I'm going to do that. But if you pop the field goal here, I'm throwing my controller through my TV.
Well, it doesn't look like we're setting up for shit.
Stand by, controller through the TV. Fuck you, Jerome Hughes. Break a leg, you dickhead. 1-0.
Wow, that's a pretty looking field goal too. And he really enjoyed that. At the start of the year, it looked like he was going to have to be burdened with being a Eagle, but some wheeling and dealing managed to find his way out of that shithouse squad and make his way over to Preckled Fenis. Loving every second of it at the moment, I believe.
Yep, it's awesome.
I'm done. So how long until we see Calais take the field? 1-0. Is this going to be a first in the Dominato Cup?
What, Manly, Biguns Eagles getting beat? No.
Preckled Fenis, the first team to...
Root a goat.
I was going to say the first team to keep a winning side to only one try. Preckled Fenis, the first team to bounce back and score 3 in a row after losing 2. Preckled Fenis, the first team to win by a single field goal.
Mate, how are you the first team to win 3 in a row? We've got 2 teams that are undefeated so far.
No. To win 3 in a row after losing the first 2.
Oh, okay. Well, that's certainly a stat worth highlighting to everybody. Cameron Smith was the player of the match.
What?
Well, these stats, 6 completions of 10. They're a bunch of fucking retards, the Eagles. I am quitting my post at the end of this season.
Wow.
Seriously. Fucking hell.
And you know what? Those four errors came in the second half.
They did. And they came at stupid fucking times. 2 forward passes while attacking the 10.
You could take it to Preckled Fenis, but at the end of the day, we weathered everything you had and just shot you down in a game of FIFA, apparently.
Yeah.
1-0. Go the Fenis.
Well, I really don't have too much more to say about this. Don't worry, Frankie. We might challenge you for that bottom of the ladder. Deservedly so, too. They're just...
At least
you're
for and against didn't take a hit.
True. Lachlan Burr, Daniel Alvaro didn't get a run again.
Yeah.
I mean, even Aaron Woods and Thomas Flegler got on for like the last 3 minutes of the game. But anyway,
did they, or did they just get 2 points for being on the winning side?
Well, they might have just got that. But like I'm looking at it, and just the Eagles squad doesn't even look like. Here I was thinking after 2 of our wins going, yeah, fuck you, Ernest. How's that for 4 wins for the season? And I don't even think we're going to hit the 4 wins. But anyway, that's enough being critical on my team and their shithouse performance. Good job by Preckled Fenis. I mean, let's be honest, the first half years were under the pump. I thought the Biguns Eagles were the better team in the first half. It would be
interesting to see the stats at half-time, actually, because I reckon there is no way that we had 55% of the possession in the first half.
No. No,
I reckon we would have been lucky to have 30% of the possession in the first half.
Well, 2 forward passes will certainly get you back into the possession game, and as it turns out, it did. Anyway, that's the end of this, guys. Thank you very much for joining us, Paulie. I do appreciate it.
Did you want to come around and give us a hand, or
yeah, sure.
Social distance yourself?
No, just get a beer out of the fridge, put it on the table, and I'll be there pretty soon to drink it with you, alright?
Okay, sweet. Thanks, mate.
Alright, no problem. Anyway, thanks for joining us, guys. We've got 3 more games to bring you. We will bring you if I can be asked. I pretty much will be now. Yeah. So, in fact, I might even just let Vossi call them. That's the mood I'm in. Thanks for joining us, guys. We'll catch you later, and thank you again, Paulie.